Over the past few weeks, I've become something of an aerospace engineer in Minecraft Create Mod. In this video, I'm going to push the limits of what I can do by building the P-38 Lightning, one of the weirder shaped airplanes out there. In addition, I'm also going to be building another single-engine fighter design, the American P-51 Mustang. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, let's start. It is a little bit longer. It's almost a meter longer than the Spitfire, so I think I am going to extend this a little bit. And it has quite a pronounced scoop down here. The air intake scoops down the bottom, and it's quite flat on top. So I'm going to move down the engine block by one, I think. That also means we eliminate the need for this cardan connector, because that's just straight up attached to the chain drive now. We're gonna rework this whole canopy, so I'll just delete this for now. The wings seem a lot straighter on the leading edge and more angled at the trailing edge, so I'm gonna try to do that. You know, looking at it now, I don't think this should actually be pulled back. I'm gonna put it where it was. So I've added a mod called Create Ender Transmission, which adds energy transmitters, which basically is a way to teleport power. I can just select a channel and then magically teleport the power over here. This should eliminate the need for a lot of the cardan connectors we've been using. So I'm gonna call this Mustang 1 Power. This engine is gonna be powering all of the control surfaces, while this engine powers only the propeller, because the propeller at full throttle actually uses up the entirety of one engine. So with this little setup here, I've got my analog transmission, so we're slowing it all the way down to 14, and then this is set to Mustang 1 power, and this is set to Mustang 1 power, so you can see that is rotating. There we go, this one will control the ailerons. I think that's all the functional bits done for this, and that means it's time for the best part, making it look pretty. Well, there you go. There's the P-51 Mustang. I'm not gonna lie, this is absolutely the best fighter I've made so far, and it's kind of making my other ones look inadequate. Spitfire and 109 update coming soon. We'll see. Anyway, this is good. I'm happy with this. This is very good. The Ender transmitters mean I don't have to have any cardan shafts sticking out awkwardly. As you can see, the footprint of the fuselage is a lot thinner, which is a lot more accurate. Also, apparently I'm an idiot. I don't know why I didn't realize you can just switch these accumulator things to be inverted. So you can just have it be off by default. And that was an issue on the other planes where you would have to manually throttle down before fueling them up, because otherwise they would just fly away immediately. Anyway, that was pretty quick. Mustang finished. Now let's try to build a P-38. All right, let's look at the dimensions of the P-38. We've got a length of 11.53 meters, which when scaled up by a third is about 15 meters. Now, if we're being realistic, these are all actually scaled up by a little bit more than a third. I think the Mustang was supposed to be 14 meters, but it's actually 17. So this is probably going to end up being closer to like 19 meters or something. It has a wingspan of 15.85 meters, which comes out to about 21 meters when scaled up. I'm going to make it 23 just to be consistent. We're making it a little bit bigger. Honestly, part of the problem with some of my earlier planes, especially the 109, is that I scaled up the fuselage by actually longer than a third, but the wingspan was not scaled up along with it, which makes the wings look kind of stubby. I fixed that on the Mustang. I think the wings are a lot more proportional, and I want to avoid that mistake from the start on this one. Okay, there's a lot of planes over here now. I might have gotten a little carried away and upgraded the BF-109 and the Spitfire. Both of these schematics will be available alongside the P-51 and the P-38 on createmod.com. Anyway, I think I've got power sorted for the Lightning. We've got 3 Stirling engines back here. These 2 are powering the props, 1 for each side, and the center one, which I'll actually turn down because we don't need it that fast, is just for general control surfaces and stuff. Also possibly landing gear, because I'm going to try to have retractable landing gear on this. We're going to see. I don't know how well that's going to go, but we're going to try it. So we're going to have this be P-38 1 power. So I'm going to do this one as landing gear. We're going to use a sequence gear shift for that, and this one is going to be for the control surfaces. So turn 90 degrees, await new redstone pulse, and then turn 90 degrees back. I think that's going to be correct for the landing gear. And then here we're going to have a spring. That's going to be 30 degrees. And then we're going to do this. We're going to transmit ailerons. We're going to put that here and here. And then we'll do our bearings. And hopefully we can get enough sails in here to make this work. So we turn like this and like this. Perfect. I don't know if that's going to be enough surface area, but there's no way to know until we fly it. Speaking of which, there's no reason not to turn this into a physics entity now. Well, we clearly do not have enough upward lift control going on here. Oh, okay, okay. That's something. I still can't really take off. Yes, okay. We are airborne. We're still front heavy. And I don't have the rolling control that I would like to have. We definitely need more control surface there. I mean, we're going pretty high. Clearly, these engines are not going to have an issue carrying this. Alright, well the rolling still isn't super responsive. I don't really know how I could do much better with that because I don't really have any more room to add sails here. And if I add another bearing like here, it overstresses. So I think for now I'm just going to have to accept the rolling as it is. I mean, it works, it's flyable, it's just not nearly as responsive as any of these. Yes! Look at that! So interesting thing, I just discovered the double autocannon I had on here from Create Big Cannon's Advanced Technologies. Crashes the game when you fire it. Literally, when I pressed the fire button, it crashed the game. So we're not allowed to use double autocannons. Apparently, we gotta just use normal ones. Look at this. We've got the Mustang and the Lightning ready to fly. I'm very happy with these. I think they look really good, especially the Mustang. Also, I added retractable landing gear. That's right. I finally decided to bite the bullet, and it's actually not that bad. We do need just these 3 blocks here. The transmitter, the sequence gear shift, and the mechanical bearing. But it honestly doesn't look that bad. Like, it's not that bulky, and it's really cool to be able to do this. So I'm happy about that. That was the one thing holding back all of these fighter designs, and I've now added it to all of them as well. So the Spitfire and the 109 have retractable landing gear. Anyway, let's see how these look in flight. That's so cool. I love being able to retract the gear. By the way, I'm trying to make my mod pack available on Modrinth currently. I know a lot of people have been asking for it. I did originally start by working off another mod pack, Create Plus, but at this point my mod pack has become pretty much unrecognizable from that. So I am now trying to publish it. It's under review. Hopefully it'll be out soon, and definitely when it is, it will be linked in the description. I just added a mod called Fly Higher, which allows you to configure the air pressure system in Create Aeronautics. And I know some people are gonna not like that, which actually brings me to something I wanted to mention briefly. There have been a few comments recently from people basically making fun of me for using mods like Aeronautics Lift Fix that change the way the physics engine works. They say that I'm a cheater for changing the rules or whatever. Someone actually compared it to football or soccer. They were like, oh guys, I have a great breakthrough in soccer, just change the rules. I don't think I have to explain why comparing a competitive sport with teams playing against each other to a single player sandbox game is kind of ridiculous. But I do just want to say that that attitude when commenting I think is really not helpful. healthy. Most of the comments are really nice. You guys are cool. You give a lot of great suggestions. I love hearing ideas. I love hearing constructive criticism. There've just been a few negative comments in a similar vein, enough that I want to address it. Gatekeeping a game like Minecraft, especially, again, when it's someone playing literally in single player, it never looks good. All it does is either make people feel bad or make people not like you, or both. And it's just generally a hostile attitude towards creativity. I want this to be a space where people feel comfortable sharing their work, and at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how somebody else sets up their game. That doesn't affect you, so just leave it. The reason I tell you guys when I add mods like this is because I want to be transparent about how I'm setting up my game, so that if you guys want to do the same things I'm doing, you can set it up that way for yourselves too. Obviously, if you don't want to play like this, don't do it. Play however you want to play. And this is why I play Minecraft more than any other game, because it's the one that lets you really do that. Again, most of the comments are great. This isn't really directed at 99% of you. I just want everyone to know that I don't endorse that. That kind of behavior is not welcome in my community. Anyway, thanks for watching. The next survival video will be coming out hopefully soon-ish. It's quite big. There's a lot that I want to do in it. So I don't know exactly when that's coming, but it's coming and it's gonna be good. So stick around, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.